Minute conversation with this daggone phone because I thought I was on live and I was not. So I'm gonna journey through these thoughts by myself. And I've been waiting to be able to do live. So I finally got enough subscribers. Thank you guys. I have 55 subscribers at this time. So I really appreciate y'all for liking, subscribing, and viewing my videos. So hang out with your girl, Miss Reese, while we journey through these thoughts. Um, I just did a whole bunch of talking to myself, not even realize the live button went on. Um, so um struggling to sleep at the moment. Thinking about my baby, thinking about what we would be doing today, what we did this time last year, and how much I miss him. And grief is a crazy thing. It's been a lot for me. And I don't let people in. Um, and I know nobody likes to be judged, but I don't trust people. And I feel like once you do me wrong, once, maybe twice, I'm done. And I'm not going to keep letting you disrespect me. I'm not going to keep letting you play in my face. And I just don't have time for the nonsense. I don't bring drama, so I don't like drama. I don't like for you to bring me drama. Um, and a lot of my journey through this was done alone. Uh, it was always just me and Dre. Like that was my ride or die. Like I was there for him, he was there for me, and we could look at each other and finish each other's sentences, finish each other's thoughts. Like we were just so in tune um with each other, and just the relationship and the bond we had was, oh, it was just crazy. Like through the beginning and the end is what I would always tell him. I'm gonna be there. I was there in the beginning. I'm gonna be there in the end. And I literally did everything in the end. Um, I gave him his final bath. I massaged him, oiled him down because, he loved his lotion and his oil, mainly his Aquaphor. Wants it all over his body. He likes to be shiny. He doesn't like to be ashy. He likes to look good. Um, put his favorite blanket on him. And I didn't dress him because I was donating his brain to science and I didn't know how that would go if he had on clothes. So I didn't dress him at that moment, but I sent him with his favorite blanket. I put him in the body bag. Um, I pushed him down the hallway. I let him go at that moment because that was as far as I can go. At the funeral home, I did everything. Uh, I gave him his final bath at the hospital. Um, I pushed him inside of the cremation thing. I pushed the button. Like I did everything. And that's part of the things that I want to do with the Dre Strong Foundation is do that for other families because a lot of times the parents can't do that and they don't have any loved ones to do it for them. They entrust, the funeral home. And that struck me because the guy who works at St. Jude was like, "Oh, you don't have to stay in for this part for the body bag because, none of the parents, can do this. Like nobody likes for us to do it. They come back when it's done and we, walk the kids down the hallway." And I was like, "No, like, no, I want to do that. Like, I'm not gonna just let you do it. Like, no." Um, and I understand why parents can't do it, but I documented so much. I'm glad I also got that on tape. And to me, that was the most beautiful gift that I could give him, which was to send him off in a way that I know he would love. Um, and when she put the tag on the outside of the bag at the top by his head, I was like, "Oh, so they don't do toe tags anymore." But until I watched the video, I seen, he did have a toe tag on as well. Um, it's a lot of stuff. going through my head on what I should say, what I shouldn't say. Um, and now the song that's playing in my head is Mary J. Blige. I'm not gonna cry because I'm not gonna cry. Um, People are so judgy, and I had a cousin who I thought was a friend as well as my cousin say to me, "Well, did you think we was gonna kiss your ass? Like nobody was gonna kiss your ass." I'll give you content. During COVID, we were in the hospital before COVID and during COVID. So when we would come home on visits, or come home during breaks and treatment, people be throwing birthday parties, having outings, but of course, he's still immunocompromised. He can't be around. I think like the recommended thing was like more than 10 people. So I would always ask, like, hey, how many people are you having at your house? What type of gathering are you having? Like, who's all coming? And so a lot of times we couldn't go because it was over that threshold, or because everybody else still had an active lifestyle, we would have to make a choice. We can risk going to these parties or going to these events knowing they've been out other places prior to. Now they're having this party. You don't want to wear a mask the whole time because you want to be able to play, run around, have fun with your cousins. Then we can't go. Um, So I expressed to a few of my cousins, like, I just felt alone. I felt like they dropped us like a bad habit. Our kids all used to play together, and I was like, yeah, like my kid can give y'all kid cancer. Like, it's not gonna jump off him and jump on y'all kids or jump on y'all. And she's like, well, you were acting funny too. Like, you pulled away. Wasn't anybody gonna run behind you and kiss your ass? I was like, I didn't ask you to. But the fact that you would say that, and I have a child whose life is at risk, and I can't come to stuff because for one, y'all invite us last minute. That's for one. Everybody's life doesn't surround about around last minute things. For two, he was immunocompromised. We couldn't be around a certain number of people. What part of that did you not understand? Am I supposed to apologize for my son being sick? I can't apologize for that. That's the shitty hand he was dealt. So that was the context behind that. Um, and I just started to learn like people don't give a damn. Nobody knows what we're going through or how hard it is for him sometimes just to make it out the bed. People don't see that. People don't understand that. And I'm his biggest cheerleader, and I will always will be. And I'm going to protect him. I'm going to protect his legacy. And don't nobody else got his back. I got his back. Always and forever. Um, so I said all that to say that there's so many things that run through my head at night during the day. When I'm on, like, anything that I'm doing, stuff runs through my head. He runs through my head. And I don't want to ever forget him. And one thing he used to always say is he doesn't want his little sister to forget him, and he feels that she's not old enough to remember him. I thank God that she asked about him almost every day, that she talks about him. She looks at his pictures. Something reminds her of him and she brings him up. And at first I used to be like, girl, be quiet. Like, I don't want to hear it. But I'm glad, that his wish is being fulfilled, that she's not going to forget him. And I just pray that it continues throughout her life. But I'm going to go ahead and end this. And hope you all have a good night. Thank you for joining through these chaotic thoughts in my head this evening. And I want you guys to have a great night, great morning. Yeah, great morning. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Now, I don't know how to end this live. That's the crazy thing. And how did I start it? It's crazy, ain't it? I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. Uh, I think I just pressed the X. I don't know. What's a pizza top? No, I don't want no hot dog on pizza. Welcome to live chat. Remember your God, your privacy, and abide by community guidelines. Okay. Talk immediately.